Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Avowed. I was trying to finish this Totem of Defiance, but I believe I have to progress the main quest to get the effigy necklace. I was looking it up online, and there's a door behind all these thorns, and no one in any of their walkthrough videos on how to collect it had this wall of vines here, but they did have a new party member. So I think I need to progress the main quest to get said party member in order to I assume those thorns just disappear once you have her in the party. It is who is it? What's her name? Fessa or something like that? One of the we've already met her as part of the main quest line. So we're gonna switch back to that. Let's get her journal up. Let's get the Animancy Method selected and check that map. We should have a fast travel point pretty close to where we need to go. Yeah, right here. And we'll have some more fights along the way. I think we'll have to take down quite a few more of those demogons or whatever they're called.
Tearing the bridge apart or holding it together.
We are across the bridge, and I assume, yeah, I figured we would see more. Across here. I don't see any way we're going to get a proper sneak attack on them. But we can. He's walking away now. There was a little mushroom guy over here, too. Is that him? No? Maybe? I think that is, but I think I can't, doesn't look like I can attack him while he's in the ground. Interesting. Did not know that was a mechanic.
Just like the good old days.
And rock!
Oh.
See.
Queen's Fury. Queen's Fury at? Where'd her body go? Definitely went flying over this way. Whoop. Stepped right in poison. Alright, let's get us a snack. Replenish. Have a little porridge. Do need to go up this way. Does it make more sense to cut across and clear out that way too? I kind of do want to explore around the area, so I think eventually we're going to have to clear everything out anyways.
It's like nature shaping these ruins into something. Like a shrine, but for who?
There's a Queen's Shield. Couple mushroom boys. Nothing too crazy here. Can I cast a blizzard spell all the way down there?
Take worth and rock!
Sure can. Excellent. I have a place to drop down. Yeah, right here. Little treasure, don't mind if I do. Well, my party members do the fighting. Whoa, what did I get hit by? Oh. Did not see you.
See.
Why do some of these guys just not have anything on them? I don't like that. I want treasure. A little more forage. Still got these guys in there. Needs a Evoker. We do need to go that way, so get ourselves set up.
And roll. Seek.
Oh my goodness, ragdolling like crazy.
And roll.
Oh, I got electrocuted.
Eon seek.
Focus on that Evoker. He's just gonna keep summoning those things. Yeah. Alright, what do we got? Lots of dead people in the area. What do you got? Waking wood. Ooh, tons of money on them. Apparently another dead body up here. Excellent. Yeah, probably have another stack.
You may approach me, godlike.
Okay.
Ah, a welcome visitor.
Am I welcome? I just killed a bunch of your people.
It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove.
Okay. Adherents, have you met us before? How do you know our language?
We are both of this land, so we both speak the language of this land.
Fair enough.
But why have you come here?
I came looking for a dragon heart. Perhaps you could help me.
A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Sickness changed them, as it has recently changed so many creatures in these woods.
Fair enough.
It no longer recognized us as their kin. We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land.
Alright, we're just gonna say nothing there. We're not gonna accuse them of murdering their family member.
But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances.
Oh, so I could just have it then.
It would cause us no pain to part with it.
Excellent.
But wait. No.
Know what?
No. So many dead.
Ah,
So many of my kin are dead by your hand.
yeah. I defended myself and my friends just as you did when you killed the... I don't know how to say that. Adrag?
I see. The wilds can be dangerous for your kind.
Yeah.
Take it and go in peace.
Oh, well, thank you. Many thanks, yes.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
Yeah, me
Now,
neither.
Let's get out of here before she notices my wood pistol grip.
It does say there's some dead bodies to loot over here. So I will do just that. Ooh, and a treasure chest. Nice. Garland of Wild Groves. Interesting. Let's see what that does. Okay. Are none of the people in this grove hostile to me now? Anything I can do up here? No, not really. Fine bow. Just out of curiosity, yeah, is everyone else hostile to me? Let's check out that item real quick, and then we'll do a little look around. Let's see, 30% resistance to poison accumulation. I don't see me using that one necessarily anytime soon. The question remains, is everyone still hostile to me? No, they're not. Excellent. So we can just look around real quick, and then we'll get back to the quest, make sure there's... Oh, he's sleeping. We'll probably run into the alternate route we could have taken to try to sneak around everybody at some point, would be my guess. This brings us back over, right? Where we just were? Yeah. Okay. Didn't see anything too valuable there. And that is otherwise a dead end over there. We know there were a handful more enemies in this area. Okay, yeah, looks like that's it. Alright. Not much more in the ways of treasures, and if your intellect's high enough, you can talk your way out of that situation having to fight her, so... Not a bad deal. It's in the city. And there's only one fast travel point in the city, apparently, so we'll go there. I got like a frame rate tracker on, and mine is all over the place today. I don't know if there's something going on with this game or what. Maybe it's my computer. Not in there. Probably need to go upstairs.
Well
Alright, we got her in there. Speak with Monto. Is that you? Yes, it is.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giata.
Alright. This isn't the first time I've collected an enemy's heart for research purposes.
The court of Adir must be a very unusual place. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver.
Okay.
No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes.
Yeah, it sounds what you're doing is a little more complicated than that, but I guess we're gonna do it.
Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to say, what kind of question is that?
It's less of a question and more of a stimulus. As long as you're honest, there's no wrong answer.
Okay. Wash my hands in the sea and leave. I assume I did the bad thing, so I'm not going to go for the authority figure. And I don't want to just sit there and stare at the sun.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell
Okay.
me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Swing. Oh, that's not an option. Yeah, probably clock.
Chrysalis.
Transformation?
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
How's that?
Hello? You still with me?
Yeah. Well, that's, I'm pretty sure I felt that metaphysical quiver you're talking about.
Strange. Shouldn't feel anything in the physical sense. No matter. Hey, let's go over your results.
Yeah, not worried about that at all?
Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that statement.
Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Okay. Yvette and Remy certainly think so.
God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you.
That's fair to say.
It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting.
What do you think it's doing to me?
Nothing harmful. At least not yet. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril.
Yeah?
The essence has been drained from the land. Diverted. Like the flow of a river.
That essence got to go somewhere.
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Is Giata the one we're trying to get to join the party?
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
He lost me when we started talking about souls. What did I miss?
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata. Have you ever stopped?
Okay, where's she at?
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a short rest.
I've met with all the Animancers.
Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
We need a Pillar of Adra. It might be able to connect to the Dream Scourge, connect the Dream Scourge to what's happening in the living lands.
Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Wonderful. Are we studying the Dream Scourge or planning a heist?
Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those Animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals.
Okay.
Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem.
Excellent.
And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject.
Okay.
I'd call that a good day's work.
I hope their expertise was helpful as well.
Absolutely. I wanted to see the Dream Scourge through different perspectives. Thanks to you, I have.
Okay. So that whole this was a couple episodes ago, but it was almost fetch questy where I had to go meet with a bunch of different Animancers and get their ideas, and none of it seemed particularly useful, and that's probably because she was just creating distractions, and it didn't really have anything to do with collecting said information.
Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus.
Okay. Yeah, you want to elaborate on that?
Think of it as a spiritual tuning fork, or a dowsing rod. It has many functions, some more obvious than others.
Okay.
The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
Okay, so you want me to go fetch it?
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Okay.
If that's where her parents died, I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an Animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
Yeah, that's a... basement's pretty far away from the house.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Oh,
Even
great.
from the blight. Who grows here?
Oh. Any faces of Bareth? Looks like this is just a lore book. Harder Castell's will. To Giada, I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the Valiant Republics I took from home. My one condition is she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. She may find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, laboratory, our inventions, yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. Wait, they killed themselves? Archer insists I write something down in case the worst should come to pass. But what inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from my homeland. I own nothing but my ambitions and my mistakes. The ink is blotched as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giada, I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all of my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore, not where I'm going. The Fair's Pilgrimage. This is another lore book, it looks like. Pretty long one, too. Very interesting. We'll scroll through it in case someone wants to pause and read it. But I can't. There's too much. I can't read every single book in this game. I mean, I guess I could, but it would make the series significantly longer. Cordelia is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use. So why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not an orderly thing in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, who's to say something else won't poke back at us? Okay, so they knew they were doing something obscenely dangerous. Concerned letter. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know that words were exchanged and more than one ego was bruised after the incident in the workshop, but the damage was superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back in open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giada's education, but I urge you give her the attention she deserves. She's a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time of her life, and she needs the counsel of her family now more than ever. Okay. Probably another lore book, I would assume. I'll slowly scroll through it. Add that to our journal and continue. Worried scribblings. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I've learned nothing and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordell's insistence that we keep going. All I know is the device is tapped into something. I believed it was the essence of the living lands. What if I'm wrong? Several paragraphs have been violently scored from the page. Have we transgressed so far to the unknowable that we're blind to the grave we dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giada's future. Dusty letter from Maxim Vardo. Arthur, do you have everything you need? After Cordella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into her private lab, which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Giada. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for both of you. When you're ready to surface again, we have a game of Hatsa to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Okay. Letter from the governor. I guess there was an incident at the public lab, so they retreated back to their private one.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
Yeah,
What
there's
a horrific fate.
something alive right there.
Reborn. A life of peace.
Good, so, all right, let's check our journal out. Archer has been quiet lately. So I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will be object to our interference, as if such a thing were possible. Clearly our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giada will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her. Yeah, these things hostile. It does not seem so. Let's look around. We do have an item to grab here. Am I supposed to talk to them? That's a phantasmal focus.
We can leave now, right?
Yeah.
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I assume that her parents got turned into tree people. I'm assuming that's the case. I don't see anything else down here to interact with, so let's get going.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents. Whatever's left of them.
Yeah,
So they're dead?
maybe?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, that's for sure.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance.
Yeah, we got her.
Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
I think we should tell her. I saw them. Plant corpses are pretty. Or Giada, you might have warned me. Let's start with that. Let's start soft. This is pretty a little too blunt and straightforward. Plant corpses are pretty hard to miss. Giada, you might have warned me.
I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times. This land takes more than it gives.
Indeed.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Okay. Until today, so you know what happened?
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good.
Okay.
Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Oh. So you want to use it as a weapon, eh?
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me.
Excellent.
The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one.
All right.
Naku Tedek.
Oh, we were just there.
The godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Okay. All right, let's be off.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone.
I mean, we'll just pop back in whenever we feel like it.
I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you. They said it was for the Envoy's eyes alone.
Interesting. Letter from below. My spy has finally paid off.
You, my new friend, are full of surprises. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Here, I think we're gonna have to send Marius back. I don't think I can get rid of Kai because he's the tank for the party. I think she's gonna be like kind of like a mage type, kind of like I am. So we're gonna have a tank and 2 mages in the party, but that'll have to be the way it is. Marius going back to camp. I won't be long.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
And we'll see how she goes, and we'll see
Once
if we
we're all
want to get
together,
Marius back in or
we
not.
should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Okay. Alright, new companion. Giada uses Animancy to understand the world around her. While her science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with phantasmal focus, she draws spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. Oh. So she can heal. Excellent. And she can shoot lightning bolts. All right. Excellent. All right. And we will be off to check out this new Adra pillar. Are they coming with? They are. Okay. But unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good one.